A beautiful mind like Russell Crowe. I tried to hustle snow. Now I sit in the front row. I had to grow. I've been to and fro. Put holes in Kama Sutra holes. Got hit with bottles, gashes left. I needed sutures to close it. If it ain't dope, don't put your nose in it. Stay in a child's place. This grown man business.
Everybody, welcome in to the Give Me My Props Sports Betting Podcast slash Family. I am Larry Williams, aka that dish that won't come clean when you put it in the dishwasher. He is Jan Bond, aka Gin and Juice. We're gonna welcome y'all into the family. Definitely appreciate everybody for coming in. Um, we got a lot of things to cover today. A little bit of NBA, NFL, our usual thing. But I want to open up by asking you, what's your thoughts on the Kyrie thing, man? Like, we won't jump right to football, but let's just cover the Kyrie thing for a second. What's your thoughts on that, Jan?
I got mixed emotions on that. I mean, but if you know you working for the people, you working for the corporations like the NBA, you kind of can't put certain things out there. You know what I'm saying? Especially with no context to it and not it really explaining yourself. But I mean, you work for the NBA, so the NBA is going to they're going to do that in that situation.
Yeah, I mean, I think even Adam Silver is a Jew, is Jewish, or I don't know if I want to say a Jew or Jewish. I'm not sure what's the proper way to do it, but you know, I'm just a little bit perplexed at how everybody kind of coming down on him. But it's not like he walked into the Shrine of the Black Madonna bookstore and bought this documentary and then just posted that. He got it on Amazon, bro.
Right, right,
They're
right. No,
selling. They're selling it on Amazon.
right,
Kyrie
right,
won't make a nickel off of that documentary. Jeff Bezos is making money off of it. Nobody's saying a word to him.
right.
So I just kind of, and then to ask him to pay a $500,000 and do all this other stuff. It just seemed like a bit much to me. It
Yeah,
seemed like a stretch, and the way to some of the older stars coming down. I just didn't like the whole situation. I don't like the whole situation.
yeah.
Excuse me. So I'm gonna support you on this one, Kyrie. Even though typically I think you be saying some crazy stuff. Oh man, this man said the world was flat. Yeah, like that boy. You know that boy ain't like
Hey, it's a lot of world of black people out there,
nah,
and
and they all on the same level as Kyrie with that nonsense. The world not flat. Uh, but let's dive into these games, Jan. We got a game on tonight. Carolina, Atlanta. You was screaming Carolina all day. I actually like the Charlotte basketball team tonight, but we're gonna keep it football. Um, you like Carolina in the game. I think they up 10-3 going into the half right now, and so that was a good call. Anybody else got in on that? That was good.
yeah. I didn't actually bet it, but I was calling it all day, and it's a little late now, but they look like they're
Yeah,
gonna they're gonna win. I don't think Atlanta just gonna sweep anybody. I just don't think they're that good. They're okay.
yeah. I mean, they okay, especially against the spread. And Charlotte is actually winning the game against Miami right now, which
Wow, you called that one too.
anyway. Yeah, that's a wasted opportunity. Minnesota is going to the Buff. The Vikings is going to the Buff or Buffalo, where one of my favorite rapper Benny and that whole Griselda and GXFR movement. I like that whole crew out there. I also like the football team. I'm not sure if Josh Allen is going to play though. Is he playing?
It's still day to day. I'm leaning he probably won't play, and I'm almost ready to take this Minnesota. Bet. I'm ready to put it in because the moment he don't play, the line is going to move. You know what I'm
Yeah, he's
saying?
going to move.
So
Yeah,
I'm
he's going to
gonna.
move.
If you kind of think Josh Allen not playing, you probably should jump on this Minnesota. Uh,
How many points are they getting in the game?
I want to say it's +3. Let me get here real quick. My internet is acting stupid. Uh,
Well, it won't act any better if you talk that way to it.
right. Wow. come back to that.
We'll move on, but just know that Buffalo is going to be favored in the game until Josh Allen officially doesn't play anymore. Then it's going to move. They still may be favored,
It's
but
three
not
and a
by
half.
much.
It's 3.5. Minnesota plus 3.5. With
Yeah,
Josh,
so expect that to change a little bit.
yeah, it probably gonna go to a pick 'em if Josh Allen is ruled out. So if you like Minnesota, you should jump on this right now.
Minnesota is a lot better than really anybody gives them credit for. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
let's uh,
They
let's
seven.
let's go. Go ahead.
They 7-1. They they are the best team that nobody likes. Nobody likes Minnesota. Nobody's talking
Yeah.
about them. Nobody's saying they're the second best team in the league.
Yeah, they not the toast of the
Nobody's
town or any of that stuff. No, they aren't, man. You hear so much about, Kansas City and Buffalo and Philly. You just
right.
don't hear a lot about Minnesota, And hopefully that can make us off some cash. Jacksonville is going to Kansas City. I expect them to get blown out. So I expect them to get blown out, even though they're playing a little better. But I just don't think they have what it takes to stand up to Kansas City and that high powered offense. What the line look like, Jan? What you think on this one?
Well, actually, Jacksonville has actually all their games they had lost has been by one possession or less. All of them. So I'm thinking that trend going to stick, and I kind of think Jacksonville going to cover the spread based on that trend that they lost every game by one possession.
Is it 11 points like it was last week when they played Tennessee?
Right, right. Well, yeah, the spread. Well, the spread is 9.5, so it's close. It's getting there. I'm actually going to bet this. I was looking at this earlier, and I think the line actually moved up. I'm actually going to I'm actually gonna take Jacksonville plus 9.5. I'm betting that.
Wow, that's big. I don't know that I'd do that. So uh, I like Kansas City money line. He's warning me. He's gonna take Jacksonville, take those points 9.5. Houston is going to New York to the Giants, and the Giants need a win, man. And I think they get one. Houston is not as bad as the record indicates, but I think they're going to play them really tough. But I think the Giants ultimately pull this one out. What say you, homeboy?
Yeah, I definitely think the Giants are going to win. They're actually 6-2 on a low. That's another team that really nobody is talking about, and
Yep.
they're just trucking away to getting the win. You know, beating people, beating you know,
With the running game and defense too. So it's not like they're this high powered offense where they're doing all of this craziness.
yeah, they old school football. We running the ball down your throat. There's no secret what we doing. Get the ball to Saquon. Daniel Jones running too. No secret what they're doing, but 6-2. Yeah,
Yeah,
give me
that's
the
really
Giants.
solid.
Yeah, give me the
Yeah,
Giants.
I take the Giants.
And the spread is actually -5.
Ooh.
So, and the Giants actually haven't beaten anybody by more than one possession. Just like Jacksonville lost all their games by one possession, the Giants have won all their games by one possession. So, it's probably going to be a tight game.
Yeah, that's I could see that one being a tight game because Houston is a little tougher than everybody thinks. Denver is going to Tennessee, going to see Mr. Henry up there in Nashville. They're really tough at home, Jan. I just don't see Denver being able to stand up to these guys, especially not up there in Nashville. They're crazy out there. Always an electrifying atmosphere out there. Um, I think Henry has a solid game, but Denver might load the box to try to slow him down a bit. I just don't think they have enough.
Yeah, I think this is going to be one of the ugly games. Both of these teams pretty much are slow-paced teams that chew up the clock, ugly football. I might actually take the under in this game. I haven't bet it yet, but I'm looking at the under. This wouldn't shock me if this like a 12-9 game, or 15 to
Oh wow!
12. It would not shock me at all, especially if Ryan Tannehill doesn't play. He's I think he practiced today, so that's a good sign for him. But if he doesn't play, either way it go, I think it's still gonna be low scoring game. And I'm leaning to the under, which is at 37 right now, 37 and a half. I might lean to the under for this game.
Well, I like at 37 and a half, that's a bit low for me, but I definitely like Tennessee in the game. This should be a good one. Dallas is going to Green Bay. Green Bay beat up though. They're not playing well. They're just not playing well. They desperate for a win. Dallas, pretty big time. I heard they were. Did you hear the rumors about Odell going there?
Oh yeah, that's floating out there that Odell is going to Dallas. That's actually a good sign if they do pull that off. That way, actually, they need a number one receiver. I don't think C.D. Lamb is a number one. I think he
A
was
real
drafted.
number one.
Yeah, he was drafted to be a number one, but he's not panning out as a number one. Right as of right now, he's not.
Yeah, it was somebody else that it was rumor Odell was going to that made more sense to me than Dallas, but
The Giants was out there.
yeah, it was the
Uh,
Giants. Maybe that. Yeah, maybe that was it. But I can't remember. I can't remember. But
a couple people been saying Buffalo. I'm like, why y'all want to get Buffalo? Everybody, like, come on,
yeah.
man.
Well, listen,
They don't need another receiver.
they're doing really well out there in the
Yeah,
receiver department. Davis and Diggs, them boys. You know,
yeah,
Chargers are going to Frisco. Frisco's always a tough out at home, man. They're always a tough out at home. I'm taking Frisco, man. And I think what's his name, McCaffrey. And I is it? Can I call him Derry Sanders, or is that like racist? Or is that racist?
I mean, I don't know, but if you asking the question, then I don't know. I mean,
Yeah, maybe I shouldn't.
I
But
don't know.
whatever.
I don't think so.
I,
But
okay, well, good. I like Christian McCaffrey. I like him in the San Francisco offense. He got acclimated a lot sooner than I thought he would too. So
yeah,
this is going to be good. This will be good, and I really like him. And this uh this should be a good game. So
yeah, definitely. I think the line a little high though. I know Chargers are beat up. No Mike Williams. Keenan Allen is day to day. He has missed the last two games, so we don't know if he's coming back. But even that said, San Fran is a slow paced team. They're really not going to blow anybody out unless they have your number. Like they tend to blow the Rams out. And they stuff like that. But just on the general, they play close games. So the line is at 7. Chargers plus 7.
ooh, that's pretty high, man.
Yeah, I think it is pretty high.
That's
I'm I'm
that's
actually I actually might take the plus 7. I'm not I haven't I'm not betting this as of right now, but I'm looking at it. I'm leaning to the plus 7, but I'm not betting it
just
as of right
remember
now.
too. Just remember too. It's been at minimum four upsets every week. It's been at minimum four upsets every week. Where are upsets coming from in the games we just talked about? Is it Minnesota could be one, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Um, Denver could be one.
Denver definitely could be one.
Green Bay could play spoiler.
Yeah, and we get to the game. I'm gonna tell you what I like on the. I guess we can jump to that next. Seattle Tampa Bay. Seattle might win that game.
Seattle is probably gonna win that game, dude. Like I just don't feel anything for Tampa and Tom and them out there now, dude. I mean, I don't want to say that they're that bad, but they just don't look right. If that makes sense, it just ain't jiving out there right
Nah,
now.
they don't really
I
don't.
definitely take Seattle in this game.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't bet it. I'm actually. You know what? I'm gonna give me Seattle money line. I'm gonna bet this.
Yeah, I think.
I'm not scared. Give me Seattle money line.
Yeah, I'm not afraid of that. I'm not afraid of them at all. He is desperate for a win though, so Uh, Detroit. This is a tough divisional game. NFC North. Detroit's going to Chicago. I expect the Lions uh, to get flamed up pretty good by Justin Fields and the crew. Those guys are a little better than people give them credit for, even though I think somebody just hung up a lot of points on them. Somebody just hung up about
Yeah,
40 or
Miami.
50.
Yeah, Miami scored
Yeah,
a lot of
so
points, but they only lost by three. I think it was 35-34. What was it? 35-32. I think. So it was a close game. Chicago has been playing well ever since they woke up against the Patriots. Their coaching staff is actually helping Justin Fields versus early. It was almost like they was hiding Justin Fields. Now they're running the ball with him. Doing things that he can succeed. Help him win.
yeah, not dropping him back 40 times a game. Like the kid's not ready for that just yet.
Right.
And I mean, he may develop into that. We don't know, but I mean, I do recommend them running him a lot more, doing those read option sort of deals, those bubble screens, stuff where he can be successful, hitting that tight end underneath, and doing things like that to kind of help him along because that NFL game is really fast. It's I mean, but he doesn't look terrible. He doesn't. He
No,
looks a lot better.
he's looked a lot better. And this line is at three. Chicago -3. And I'm about to call this. This is one of them games. If play all Bears. This is. I feel like this is one of the games. You want you got Mike Ditka. Play Mike Ditka. Play Justin Fields.
He said, "Play Mark Carrier and
Mark Carrier.
Refrigerator Perry. Let's just get on
Walter
everybody."
Payton. Yeah, play every Bear you got available. Play them.
Oh wow, that's
Play
pretty
them.
tough, man. Now, why do you do the Lions like that, bro? The Browns are going to Miami. Do you expect them to get blown out?
No, no, because Cleveland runs the ball very well. So when you run the
They
ball,
do.
you can hold the ball away from the high powered Tua heel waddle offense. Keep them on the sideline by running Chubb down your throat. So I think they can keep this close. The line is actually let me see my internet at the stupid again. What they got? They probably got the line about right. It's at 3.5. So the line a little close, but don't
Is
be shocked.
Chubb the best?
I say, I mean, you always got to go to Henry. Henry been doing it for longer. Um, but Chubb is in the top five. He's the top five running back. I
Well,
say,
I don't know. He's the top two in my opinion. Who's better than him? Where
yeah.
people might say Eckler, I guess. I don't.
Well, Eckler more of a slash,
A
receiver.
slash guy, yeah.
He's good
What
though,
about?
but I don't put him in the top five. Saquon,
He had the
Henry,
most touchdowns last year.
definitely,
I don't know
definitely
why
did.
you don't put him in. I don't know why you don't put him
No,
in
he's
top
good. He's
five.
good. He's good. He's definitely good. He's just a receiving. He do both. He do both.
He like LaDaimon, but not as good.
Yeah, yeah, he liked the name in, but that's good. Yeah, that's a good comparison. Yeah,
uh, at any rate, so you like Cleveland keeping this thing tight because of their ability to run the ball.
yeah, yeah. I'm not gonna bet it because I think this game probably is a coin flip. But if Chubb go out there and have a crazy day, don't be shocked if Cleveland wins the game.
Yeah, Rozier just missed one at the buzzer too to try to win the game. It'll go into overtime.
Oh wow.
I knew that 10.5 was too much.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Saints are, and I'm gonna get away from that. Let's get back to football. But I just love this NBA so much. In fact, I just can't wait to say nice things about Paolo Banchero. He's just been going eight. But let's get through the football schedule. Looks like New Orleans is going to Pittsburgh, and that may be something that the people really want to keep their eye on because there's a stat out there with Tomlin. Tell us more about that, man.
Um, yeah, as a home underdog, Mike Tomlin is 15-3. 15 and
Wow.
3 as a home underdog. Give me Pittsburgh plus the points, and I might even take the money line with this too. But 15-3 against the spread. Since 2012, they're 12-3 against the spread as a home underdog.
And New Orleans ain't good.
New Orleans is not good. Pittsburgh can go in there, and they're coming off a bye. Um, New Orleans is banged up. They missing people. I don't think Lattimore has been out out there the last couple weeks. Michael Thomas done for the season. Um, you know, they're not looking good. And I think T.J. Watt comes back this week, and that defense is a whole different monster with T.J. Watt playing.
Oh, it's a whole different thing. He's good.
Yeah,
He said,
definitely.
"Wow, it's a real thing." Him and his brother, they got some proud parents. But
This
Colts
actually,
are going. Go ahead.
this actually, this the best bet. Is this it? The
I
Pittsburgh.
think I think we could safely call this the best bet. I think we could safely call this the best bet. And
Yeah,
because I mean Tomlin is basically money in this situation. He's basically when Vegas pick against him and he's on, he got away. He slaps the hell out of them. So I think we can go ahead and call this the best bet, and I'll definitely be putting it in there.
yeah, and y'all gonna be mad at me, audience, but I bet it. I bet this on Monday. The line is at 1.5. I think I got it at 2.5. Sorry, America.
America, he does not love you. We've been over this. He's gonna get bets at numbers that you can't get him at. That's just the way he is, and I work on him though. I work on him daily. Colts are going to the Raiders. We're looking at the first quarter in this game, right?
Yes, definitely. They don't have a line out right now, but I'm betting uh, Raiders first quarter. It's probably gonna be at like a half a point or something like that. Minus a half a point, probably at plus 120. Bet it.
Bet the first quarter. The Raiders will win the first quarter. The Raiders will win the first quarter. See if you can't get you a good number in there. Only a couple of more games to get to. With the buys, it seems like the schedule is really short with the buys. Arizona is going to the Rams. Historically, one team always beats the other. Tell us who we're picking and why.
I already bet it, and I hate I bet it kind of early, just like I got that Pittsburgh number. Now I got the Stafford injury lingering over my head, but I'm already in there.
I don't think it matters. I don't know that. I mean, Stafford is good, but he hadn't looked right.
He hasn't looked right, but I don't even know who the backup quarterback is to tell you the truth.
That yeah, that
Um,
yeah.
but the Rams are 9-1 in the last 10, straight up, like straight up, and 8-1 against the spread in the last 10 against the Arizona. Give me the Rams. Like minus, I think it's -3. Let me give you the line. Let me give you the exact line. What you got on it?
Uh, I'm not 100% what I'm gonna do with it, but I'm definitely gonna take the Rams. I don't care if Stafford play. I don't care if he play. 9 in a row is that's a lot.
That's a lot. Yep. And they actually the line is one and a half. Rounds -1.5. Give me that.
Yeah, I'm taking that.
All right. Yep.
Go ahead.
No, no, no. Go ahead. I already bet it. That's what I was about to say.
Oh yeah, well, and down goes Dennis Smith Jr. He's been having a really good comeback year. Looks like he just rolled his ankle, limping off the court there. They getting him in the back. Probably gonna give him some juice. Last game on the schedule, Jan. Washington's going to Philly. This is not very interesting, on paper, but something in my heart and in my head is telling me it's time for Philly to lose a game. We know they ain't going 17-0.
No, they're not going 17-0. But where they're going to lose, I don't know. Their schedule is kind of easy, but somebody's going to beat them that we don't expect to. I just don't know
Yeah,
who.
I think it may be Washington.
Think so?
I think it may be Washington, but I mean, again, Philly's at home and they're really tough, and so it's really hard for me to honestly just pick them. But something in my heart is telling me, hey, these guys, it's about time for them to go ahead and drop one. You know, I don't know if they've ever started this hot in franchise history.
No, the 8-0,
So
8-0 was a record. That was the the that was a record
the
last week.
TO years and all of that stuff with
Yeah,
with McNabb and all.
yeah, 8-0. That was a franchise record. They have never
Yeah,
scored
but
that.
yeah, that's pretty impressive. 8-9. I mean, 9-0 is good, but I think the air about to pop out of the Eagles. I'm gonna take Washington in the game money line, but I ain't gonna put a lot of money on there. I'm gonna just do it because I think it's gonna happen. I don't have any sort of evidence that it's gonna happen.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass it. I'm gonna pass the game. I think the spread a little too high. So if anything, I would lean to the Washington plus 11. But I'm not betting it.
Who's the um Who's the MVP right now, Jan?
I would go with probably Josh Allen right now.
Josh Allen.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, I like Pat Mahomes a lot too. He's
Yeah,
having a
can't
big
go
year
wrong
as
with that.
well.
Yep, you
He's
can't go.
having a big year as well.
Yep, yep, you can't go wrong
What
with Pat
about
Mahomes.
Jalen Hurts?
Uh, his numbers are kind of pedestrian. I know they winning, but that over there is more of a team win, in my opinion. I don't think they asked Josh Allen to do so much. You know, and Jalen Hurts is good. So don't get me wrong, Jalen Hurts is a good quarterback, but he's more of a system type of quarterback where they're running the system over there. The whole team is rallying around him. They're playing good as a unit versus Buffalo. Josh Allen is doing pretty much everything. They don't run the ball at
He's
all.
basically doing everything.
Yeah, yeah.
But I just thought I'd ask you. And what about our boy for defensive rookie of the year, Sauce Money
Sauce.
Gardner?
Yeah, Sauce. Yeah, Sauce Money. Defense, Detroit's own. I got Detroit on my head. Detroit's own. Yeah, he
And
looks good.
he went to King, or where'd he go?
Yeah,
Renaissance.
he
What?
went to King. Yep, yep. He went to King, and he went to Cincinnati, to college, and you know, so but he was a top draft pick. The coach is from Dearborn, you know, so he's another local person. So salutes to Detroit area, you know, in the NFL.
Yeah, like still putting talent out. On the offensive side of the ball, who's our rookie of the year?
Um, I had that. I have to look at the numbers. Just going off the top, who you got?
I To be honest, nobody's really been a standout rookie on the offensive side of the ball. Normally, we see something that that sort of piques, that piques our attention. But I mean, there are no really standout rookies on offense. Like all the rookies that are good are defensive rookies. So
I know that
um,
receiver. That receiver. And I'm gonna forget his name. The receiver in the Jets is pretty good. Trying to look his name up real quick, but you can go ahead while I look this up.
and,
Oh,
and who?
Kenneth Walker is good for the Seattle. I forgot about Kenneth Walker. He's a rookie. The Seattle running back.
Oh yeah, I did forget about this kid. No, he's
Yeah,
decent.
he's
He's
decent.
decent.
Damian Pierce is good. I forgot about him. I just drew a blank. He's good for the Texans. Running back for the Texans. Garrett Wilson is the receiver I was talking about for the Jets. He's
Yeah,
pretty
Garrett
good.
Wilson is decent.
Yeah,
Yeah, Garrett
Drake.
Wilson is decent.
Yeah, Drake London is a rookie too, and he's pretty.
Wow, it seems like Drake London been in the league for like 8 years. Like
Right,
like you
right,
look at him, he looks like he's been in the league for 9 years already.
right. And Kenny
But
Pickens. Kenny Pickens.
oh, Pickens does make noise. He
Yeah,
makes noise.
with a receiver Pickens. I think I said the quarterback, but what's the receiver? What's the receiver? He got a similar name. Pickens. Drawing a blank, but receiver for the Steelers, rookie receiver. He's pretty
Let's
good
get
too.
away. Let's get away from there. The NFL, it had been good to us, but better to you than me. But let's go somewhere where I like. How good is Paolo Banchero, man? How good is this kid?
He look like he's the next the next big name, the next Giannis, the next Shaq, the next one of them type people. It looked like he's one of those people, the next LeBron, the next dude that's going to take his franchise and make him relevant. That's what he looked like he's going to be.
I don't know that I've ever seen a guy that big do what he does with the basketball. Like, I mean, we could talk about Durant and all of that stuff like that. How he's got the pull up, the dribble pull up, at, 17-footer or what have you. Paolo is so smooth dribbling the ball, man. His ball handling is crazy, man. He's got the jump shot already. Just playing really well. I love him right now. I don't think it's even close to anybody competing for Rookie of the Year over there, and I do think he kind of pulls Orlando. If not this year, next year, Orlando will be a playoff team. Mark my word.
Yep. And the one thing I
But
would say about the NBA too, getting away from him, Utah is the number one seed in the West. Do you realize that?
I Laurie Markkinen,
He's good.
Laurie Markkinen.
He's good. I called him. I'm about to age myself, but I called him. He looked like Tom Chambers to me. A lot of people. Hey, Google that. Google Tom Chambers.
People know who Tom Chambers is. Tom Chambers Hall of Fame. Well, you should know. If you don't know who Tom Chambers is, shame on you. They had that thing humming out there with him and KJ and Dan Marley. That was a really fun to watch Suns team. That was a really fun to watch Suns team. Any games that pique our interest? The Lakers are really bad. How bad are the Lakers, man?
They're really bad. They 1-9. That's bad. That's almost like I'm going back to football a little bit, but Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, LeBron James, Kevin Durant, all of them together, you can add all their records together, and they terrible.
They terrible. Yeah, you can add all that. You can give everybody all they wins together and still not be at 10 out of it. But but no, no. I think Brooklyn is kind of trying to turn it on these last few games, so I won't down them. But if you can get any action against the Lakers, take it, please. So that's our advice.
Yeah. Let's look at the slate real quick. I know Friday, and a lot of people might not hear this, so maybe we might should go to the Saturday games because
Yeah, if you want to take it to the Saturday games, go ahead. Or I mean, just hit some games that you want to. Something big coming up in the next couple of days. I mean, obviously, the slate's gonna be so full that we can't hit them all. But
yeah, and we run out of time, so I'm gonna wrap it up real quick. Um, but tomorrow I like Memphis first quarter over Minnesota. I might take that one. Just something I'm looking at. Not for sure yet. Um, I might
that's
take the
coming back to life. That was one of our favorite bets last year.
definitely. We hit that a lot last year. So yeah, auto bet the Grizzlies. It might be coming back first quarter. Auto bet.
First quarter now.
Yeah, it might
Yeah,
be coming
first
back.
quarter.
And I like the Bucks first quarter over the Spurs. I might take that one too. Not for sure yet. If I'm, not a stamp yet, but I'm leaning to taking that.
Okay, okay. Well, listen, man. Let's wrap it up. We did enough. America, we love y'all. Well, I love y'all. Jan, don't thank y'all for coming in. Remember, when Pittsburgh win, please give me my props. Jan, please tell people what to do.
Oh yeah, give me my props.
Give me my props. We take care of America. We love y'all. I love y'all. Jan don't care. He gets bets. Y'all can't get the number and all kinds of stuff happens with him. But take care, everybody. Thanks for coming in again.